As of March 4th, 2020, it has officially been 6 months since our last general Nintendo Direct, and people are starting to get really frustrated. Now, yes, I do understand that we've gotten a Pokemon Direct, a Smash Ultimate Direct, as well as an Animal Crossing Direct. However, guys, people are hungry to get more information about Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, the new rumored Paper Mario, and other games like that. So today, I figured we'd go over all of the rumors and speculation about when this Direct could be, because guys, there's a lot of people who are just hungry to get more Direct information, so I figured, why not? Let's go ahead and talk about it. So to help me do that, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a look at an article that comes from express.co.uk, which is titled Nintendo Direct March 2020, Latest Switch Games Leaks and Date Predictions. The first Nintendo Direct of 2020 is still yet to air, but ahead of a possible March broadcast, leaks have given an insight into which Switch games could feature. It starts by saying the House of Mario hasn't broadcast a proper Nintendo Direct since September, and Switch fans have been left wondering if a March stream could happen. It had been thought that a full-fat Nintendo Direct would be airing in February, which would reveal more on 2020's slate of Switch releases. But the only Direct broadcast that's happened last month was the one focused solely on Animal Crossing New Horizons ahead of its March 20th, 2020 launch. Now that February is done and dusted attention is shifted to March, and whether the Nintendo Direct drought could be broken then. Interestingly, a recent leak could shine a light on when the next Nintendo Direct will be taking place, and it's great news for Nintendo Switch fans hoping for another Direct sooner rather than later. According to the alleged leak, Nintendo will be holding their next Nintendo Direct during the second week of March, which would pencil in a Nintendo Direct happening between Monday, March 9th and Friday, March 13th. What is interesting about this specific leak, however, is that it also correctly predicted the date of the Animal Crossing Direct, and it also called out when the Animal Crossing Direct would get announced by Nintendo. As per the leak, the upcoming Nintendo Direct for March 2020 will feature an update on Metroid Prime 4. It is also claimed that Pikmin 4 will be featured in the rumored March 2020 Nintendo Direct. The alleged leak, which appeared in a now deleted Reddit post, said, "I know that 9 times out of 10, this blank is fake, but all I can do is offer you my word that my source is legit. An old high school classmate has work involved with Nintendo. I don't want to divulge much more than that, but their level of internal knowledge is significant. I was in their city for work over the weekend, and we caught up over some beers on Saturday night. What I've been told is that an Animal Crossing Direct will be announced tomorrow morning and will take place on Thursday. It'll delve more into how shops come to the island. It's somewhat similar to New Leaf's system, but deeper and gives more room for the player to personalize their island. A general Direct will come in the second week of March, and Metroid Prime 4 will be in it, which is no surprise really, but they'll also finally showcase Pikmin 4 to come out during the holidays this year." There were others mentioned, but those two stuck out as they got me particularly excited. Again, take this as you will, but what he was telling me seemed legit, and he most certainly is in a position to know this stuff. The news comes as these rumors of Metroid Prime 4 getting an update in the next Nintendo Direct could have been given more weight. As revealed in a post by YouTuber Around the Clock, Best Buy has started taking pre-orders for 2 high-profile Nintendo Switch games. These titles are Metroid Prime 4 and Bayonetta 3, which could indicate that they are coming out in 2020 and will feature in the next Nintendo Direct. It is also rumored that Mario Kart 9 could be replacing Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 as the big Switch holiday release for 2020. If that's the case, then the new Mario Kart game could also feature in the next Nintendo Direct. Other rumored Switch games include a new Paper Mario game, a Metroid Prime Trilogy compilation, and a remake of SNES classic Super Metroid. It is also rumored that Nintendo has at least 2 more Wii U ports in the works already for the Nintendo Switch. So now that we've gone over all of this, let's go ahead and take a look at some other evidence for a Direct. So then guys, there was also a Twitter user who found some really interesting information who goes by the name of Low Rule Legend. So they go ahead and say the Nintendo Direct YouTube playlist was updated last night. This same thing happened a few days before the Animal Crossing Direct. I am not guaranteeing a Direct for next week, but with the maintenance coming on Monday morning, things are definitely starting to line up. So yeah guys, I completely understand that yes, just because we're getting maintenance with Nintendo, that doesn't automatically mean that we're going to be getting a direct from it. However, it definitely makes it a little bit more likely. What happens with Nintendo Directs is whenever we get a new direct, typically Nintendo goes ahead and announces a bunch of like littler games that release on the same day. For example, that Kirby game, I think it was like Super Kirby Clash or whatever, it was announced during the September Nintendo Direct and then released that same day for free. So yeah, like they have to shut down the servers so that way they can put the game into the eShop and everything else like that. So yeah, this could definitely lead to it. It's not guaranteed by any means, but at the very least, it is possible. So now let's go ahead and take a look at exactly what this maintenance is, because it looks as though it is actually pointing to a direct. So as you guys can see on screen right now, this is the maintenance that is going to be happening on Monday, March 9th from 1 p.m. until 5 p.m. Pacific time. So first of all, the Nintendo eShop using a credit card is going to be updated. Now, this could just be a way of updating payments to make it easier or something else like that. Yeah, that's totally fine. After that, download of software. During the maintenance window, all network services will be unavailable. To me, guys, that's saying that they are definitely adding new games onto the eShop. So yeah, that one right there is something we have to keep an eye on. After that, we have parent and guardian confirmation. Now, for those of you guys who don't know what that is, you are allowed to access, like, if you have a young kid and you don't want them playing like M-rated games like Doom or other ones like that, you can actually put on parental controls to make sure that they don't buy games like that. And considering that Doom is coming out pretty soon, yeah, I mean, that could definitely mean something. And then finally, guys, the other bit of like maintenance that we are getting is just general Nintendo eShop. And it says that all network services are going to be unavailable for a total of 4 hours. Guys, at this point, I don't think there's any way to deny it. It looks as though we are going to be getting a Nintendo Direct at some point next week. Now, yes, I know I've said that before. I know other people have said that before. We all thought we were going to get one in February, but it's been over 6 months since our last one. So hopefully Nintendo comes out swinging and they give us this Direct very soon. So then, guys, the last thing I want to go ahead and talk about is just kind of what I expect to see in this next Nintendo Direct. And I think that the first thing I want to go ahead and talk about is Metroid Prime 4. Now, right away, guys, yes, lots of people really want to see Metroid Prime 4. Obviously, they did work on it for a while. I can't remember with exactly which company, but then they decided to scratch the whole thing and it's not happening anymore. And they moved over to Retro again, who made a bunch of the other Metroid games. And this happened pretty recently. It happened about a year ago, so I don't know if it's too likely for us to see any Metroid Prime 4 information. However, guys, maybe we'll get something like a teaser trailer. We might not get gameplay or anything else like that, but maybe we'll get a really cool cinematic with like Samus fighting against Dark Samus or Psylocke or Ridley. That would be absolutely amazing. But I'm not really holding my breath for any new Metroid Prime 4 information as of now. But once again, if we got it, I wouldn't be mad. And then we have Animal Crossing. Now, Animal Crossing is something that, because they already just got their full Direct by themselves, I definitely doubt we're going to see any new Animal Crossing stuff. Like, maybe we'll get a couple of instances of, like, new stuff you can do on the island, or just little stuff sprinkled in here or there. But honestly, guys, we probably aren't going to get any more Animal Crossing information, considering that the game is out in, like, 2 weeks. So, yeah. Kind of doubt we're going to get any Animal Crossing information, but once again, if we do, and it can sway me to buy the game, who knows, maybe I'll get it. And then, guys, the other thing that I think we have a strong chance at seeing is Paper Mario. Obviously, guys, Paper Mario is a game that you all know that I absolutely adore. I love everything about the original Paper Mario and the Thousand Year Door, so if we did end up getting a remake or a return to form to one of those games, I would be extremely happy about that. So, hey, if we do get any more Paper Mario information, once again, I would not be mad about that at all. And then, guys, I've been going back and forth on this for a long time, but I think it's also possible that we could end up seeing a new Smash Ultimate character reveal. Obviously, they did just recently announce Fighter Pass 2, and they're trying to get people as hyped up for it as possible. And so if they wanted to go ahead and release the first fighter, or at least like give us some kind of idea of who it's going to be, yeah, that could also be something that would be really awesome. I'm not saying that the character is going to release right then and there, but at the very least, we might get a trailer similar to what Joker had if they wanted to go down that road. However, guys, with all of that being said, do I believe that we are going to be getting a Nintendo Direct very soon? Honestly, guys, yeah, and I think that's extremely exciting. I think that we might actually be getting a Nintendo Direct next week. It seems as though all the evidence is there. There's a very strong chance that we might get blown away with all this new information. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's possible, so let's just cross our fingers and hope for the best. However, guys, with all of that being said, make sure you guys let me know your thoughts about everything that we talked about in today's video in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe that we're getting a Nintendo Direct next week? And if so, what do you guys think we're going to see? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like. And I will see you guys next time. Take care.